Good morning and welcome back to K24 This Morning. Still on our discussion today, and we are asking you, are you ready, or rather, how ready are you for marriage? This is the question we're asking on Relationship Thursdays. How ready are you for marriage? Find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at K24 TV. You can also text us rather on 21222. And I'll go straight to some tweets we have here. There's Evans Robson who says, marriage is about time and not readiness. Nobody is ready. Okay, we do have, sorry, Albert Kipto who says, they don't even understand what marriage is. And that's why you hear every day killing of spouses, banning them, and etc. Well, that's very true. And I'll go back to the first tweet that was talking about, it's about time. It's not about being ready. Yeah, and before we actually get to answer that, I understand we have Kagwema on the phone. Kagwema, good morning. Hello, Kagwema.
How are you, Guvi?
I'm quite fine, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I just want to contribute to the discussion going on the TV about how to prepare for marriage.
Please do.
And I just want to comment and say that the best way to prepare for marriage is to have what we call a SWOT analysis.
Okay.
You do the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats.
All right.
So that when you come to settle down with that particular person, a woman or a man, you'll be able to do that very well.
Okay.
And again, I would like Jennifer Karina to comment on selection of a partner, because it's not the young people who got married; it's the older people.
Yes.
Like me, I lost my wife last year, and probably I want to resettle back. I'm a widower.
Okay. Yes.
I lost my wife, and probably I would like to settle down. Even if I'm a counselor, I would like to get her perception as far as starting a second relationship after death is concerned.
Yes.
But the most important thing is to understand yourself. Before you get married, understand yourself, what you want. Because a man does not make you, a woman does not make you. It is about yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, it's about yourself. External evaluation, it comes from within you, not from without, okay?
All right.
Yeah, get it to understand yourself, okay?
Thank you very much, Kagwema.
Yeah, a strong SWOT analysis. Thank you.
Asante sana, Kagwema. He has brought out a very interesting point, SWOT analysis. So that we can move into this thing called marriage. But he has also asked a question which I think we can address immediately. He lost his wife last year, and he would obviously want to remarry. So is he ready for marriage? Or rather, is he ready for a remarriage? Let me start with you, Pasi.
Well, it depends on his emotional state. When you lose a spouse that you have lived with for a long time, there is the grieving season,
period,
the grieving period. And once you're through with that and you begin to settle in your mind and you begin to feel that you can be able to settle down again with somebody else, now you come into the position whereby now you need to identify who that person is, that other person is, and the qualities of that person, the age bracket of that person, you know, what we call the baggage of that person, whether she has children or not, you know, the kind of person that you want.
Yeah.
But the most important thing I feel that can be a challenge is that you may need to have to silence the voices of comparison, whereby the person that you want to settle down with next is not a comparison. You don't compare that person
to the previous one.
To the previous one.
Okay.
You may have had a previous person that had certain qualities, and if you try to impose the qualities of your previous partner on the present or the future partner that is coming in, then you may find that the future partner may find it hard to function in the atmosphere that you have created.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do have a Dixon as well on the line. We'll get to answer with Jennifer in a moment. Lakini Dixon, good morning.
Yes, good morning, sir.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
What is your question or comment?
Yeah, I just want to comment about this relationship.
Please do.
Yeah, you know, marriage is not a simple thing. Yeah, I've been in a relationship for about 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and right now we are not dating with the personnel.
Okay.
Yeah, I find it hard for me to have married because from the past experience.
Yes.
Yeah, imekuwa ikiniuma sana, so I don't think I'm very ready for a marriage for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel it ni kama inasumbua.
Thank you very much, Dixon, for that answer, for that comment. Okay, we'll get to Dixon in a second. Jennifer, Kagwema lost a wife. Now he's looking for another partner. Is he ready to actually move on? Should he take some more time? What is he supposed to do?
Well, sorry, Kagwema, for the loss of your wife. And the word of God is very clear that you are married until death do us part. And so because your wife has passed on, you are free to marry any day. But what I like about what you have said, Kagema, is that relationships, and in particular marriage, is really about the individual in terms of preparation. And so even as Pastor has just talked about the decision and the process, all I would want to say is that you need to be mentally ready and answer the hard questions. Am I ready for someone else in my life? Absolutely. Why not? Am I ready for my children to have a stepmother? Are they in the season where it would build them or destroy them?
Wow.
And what are the implications of marriage today as opposed to tomorrow? One of the things that I find, if you really want to get married, you need to do that when you're younger. Many times people say that I will marry after my children finish uni. But the truth of the matter is, age has a lot to do with thriving in a relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, if you wait to get married at 60, I mean, you've wasted it. If you are 40 and you've lost your wife, you need another wife yesterday.
What?
Yesterday. The question is, how are you going to manage that transition? Because it's a transition.
Yeah, it is.
Just hold that thought.
All right.
Muranga is calling again. Chege. Inakaa watu wa Muranga leo. Chege, namna gani?
Yes, good morning, K24.
Quite fine, thank you, sir. What is your question or comment?
Yeah, you're talking to Patrick Musyoki from Branga, place known as Kegumo.
Yes, Chege.
Yeah. Let me ask that madam a question.
Which madam? We have Jennifer and we have Sharon.
Yes. Also, Henry can just answer me.
Okay, carry on.
Yes, I want to ask them, is it good?
Yeah.
Maybe, I was dating somebody in primary school. And then after finishing class 8,
yes.
Yeah, we finished class 8, tena tukakosa kuonana tena baada ya miaka kama 2.
Okay.
Is it good then when we meet again, and because we were dating when in primary school, is it good to start a relationship and marry after maybe 1 month?
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Chege, for that question.
Okay, thank you.
But I hope Chege is not dating a girl in primary. I just hope that I just hope you're on the same page that mlipanga shule pamoja na mkamaliza. But I know what I hope so. But wow. Sharon, huyu jamaa anataka kumari demo alikuwa naye primo. Is it a good idea?
Kwanza in primary school, can we call what we were doing dating? Was it dating or it was just having a crush on someone?
We had emotions.
Or just liking someone. I don't know.
Okay.
What was that?
I don't know. you tell me, what were you feeling?
And then
when
now
you
they get married after they've met now after they're done with
their school,
high school
yes.
and uni, and the feelings are still there.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. That's strong.
You do not have feelings for anyone that you were with back in the day?
What were we doing back then? We were just crashing on each other, liking.
Yeah. Infatuation.
It was just, even high school, I think I wouldn't even call that dating.
Really?
I know, I don't think
Ujuele mademi ilikuwa na date wewe. Basi, huyu jamaa abu afanya nini? Tuna assume wote walimaliza shule pamoja. I just hope he's not dating a young girl.
I think if you base, marriage is a permanent decision.
Yeah.
And it is a permanent institution that if you settle into it and it breaks down, it can affect your life and take you back very many years.
Okay.
And I don't think, personally, I don't think the feelings that we had for each other in primary school are a good ground to base such an important decision on.
Okay.
Because I remember the first time I wrote a letter to a girl in primary school, I was in standard 2.
Okay.
I mean,
I
wrote her a letter, I told her I loved her, and I told her I wanted to marry her. In standard 2, I was 7 years old.
Yes.
And I felt that I can marry.
Yes.
At 7 years old.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what marriage was all about. The financial commitment, the, you know, all the decisions that I need to do, and the sacrifices that I need to make.
Yeah.
And I had these feelings that showed me that I love you so much, I can marry you. Her name was Jen Atieno. I'm telling you, she was beautiful.
Jen Atieno, I hope you're watching.
But then with time, you begin to learn marriage is not about those feelings, that crash. So I think if he has reunited with that girl, he would have to do a different analysis now of whether she can now become a marriage partner.
Yeah.
Of whether she is psychologically prepared, emotionally stable, whether her vision for life and her ambitions are compatible with his vision and his ambitions. Because where he wants to go in life in the future, he needs a partner that also can go that direction so that they are not pulling in different directions.
Watu wa Central wanapiga sana. Tuko na jamaa kutoka Naivasha. Ama Naivasha kwa Rift Valley.
Rift Valley.
Amos, good morning. Amos?
Yes.
Habari yako?
Njema sana.
What is your question or comment?
My question is, I have got a friend.
Yes.
I have got a friend who is dating a certain lady.
So your friend is dating a certain lady?
Yes, but now the lady has a job.
Okay.
And the boy is just a hustler.
Abu, just come again. Nimekupoteza kidogo hapo.
Yeah, kijana ni hustler, alafu dem ni mtu akona kazi.
Okay. Amos. Oye, Amos amepotea. I think Amos was asking a question for himself in the name of a friend. And I can almost predict where that question was going. And I think it is something we have actually discussed. We discussed while we were waiting to come on the show, whereby you find that the girl that you want to marry has more money than you. So how do you deal with that situation? Because obviously power play, hapa na mmoja mwanaume akishapata mwanamke akona pesa kumliko inakuanga ni drama. What do you think Amos should do, or Amos's friend should do?
Amos's friend should be thanking God for this great opportunity that has landed.
Wow.
Because first and foremost, let's say that when you are choosing to get married, you need to know that you have aligned values and you have an aligned purpose.
Yes.
And beyond that, you are both emotionally stable. Very important. So if those three things are on check, doesn't matter who has the money.
Yeah.
Whoever has the money will support the family. Yani, what is mine is yours. See,
yeah.
What is mine is yours. And so it is in marriage, one of the things that when you are thinking marriage, you better know it's no longer about I, me, myself, and I.
It is we.
The language changes to we.
Yes.
So actually, when he says when somebody says my wife has more money than me, you have lost it. You are supposed to be talking we.
Yes.
We are financially secure.
Yes.
If you're not talking that language, then your marriage is actually
doomed.
On the rocks.
Okay.
For sure.
Should we say it's doomed?
No, on the rocks.
On the rocks.
Not doomed,
yeah.
On the rocks.
It can stabilize.
And it can stabilize by understanding what's your purpose, what's your passion concerning this, what are your values, are you aligned, where are we going from here, and also, are we emotionally stable? Can we handle when we have money, when we don't have money?
Yes.
Are we strong emotionally? And so a woman who has money, by all means, go for it. There is nothing wrong with a woman who has money.
I see Sharon is boiling to say something.
No. Yes, I am just supporting. Yes.
Would you marry someone who has, like Amos said, this chick, obviously, from the sound of things, has a more stable job, more stable income, and Amos's friend, let's call his friend Frederick. Frederick inakamanzeduka kwa mfuko 0. Assuming you were this girlfriend, would you support Frederick?
Okay, si ati atakuwa 0, but atakuwa, he's doing something for himself. Like if it's, you can see when someone is trying to do something. He's someone who wakes up in the morning, goes and looks for jobs, or he's just hustling. I mean, yes, he's doing something for himself. Si ati amekaa kwa nyumba, mimi mtu ati anakaa kwa nyumba, sasa mimi ndio niende nifanye vitu zangu, but he's doing something for himself. Okay. Even if he's bringing in a bit, and I'm bringing in, at least kakitu kana come through.
We have Mary from Nairobi. Let's see if Mary has a different opinion. Mary, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing, my dear?
I'm fine, and you?
Ninja tu kidogo, but ndakuwa sawa. So what is your question or comment?
Okay, I'd like to contribute on the topic.
Please do.
Not contribute, but ask a question.
All right.
What really sustains this marriage? As in, is it love? Is it respect? Is it understanding? Because I'm in a marriage.
Yes.
But it's like there's no love anymore.
Okay.
So I don't know if you've outgrown each other or I really don't know.
Mary, are you speaking for yourself in this situation?
Yeah, I'm speaking for myself.
How long have you been married?
For 8 years now. 8
years.
And my husband is like 12 years older than me. 12. So is it, I'd like to get pastor's perspective.
Okay.
If our thoughts have outgrown each other or what?
Let me just clarify. Did you say he's 12 years older or 20?
12.
12, eh?
Yeah.
You have kids?
Yeah, we have 2 boys.
2 boys.
Yeah.
All right, congrats, Mary. Let's see if we can tackle that situation.
Okay, thank you.
We? Hiyo najua unangoja kusikia jibu, si ndio? Sana. Unangoja kusikia. Pasi.
Yes.
What do you think is the issue there?
Love in a marriage, as time goes by, love does not continue to exist automatically. You have now to work on it. There are times you get to a place where you feel as though maybe the love is not there or it's going down. And what you need to do is you revamp it. You revive it.
Rejuvenate.
You rejuvenate it. You do things. And that's why you see people taking their wives for holiday to, you know, yes, Dubai, Masai Mara, Safaris, wapi huko, Safari Sands, huko Mombasa, White Sands, those places. So that you take your wife out there, you have an experience together that revitalizes, revamps the love that you used to have.
Yeah.
If you hear what that lady said, Mary said, and you think about it, you will see that maybe what they need to do is to find things that they can begin to do. And especially the husband. The initiative is more effective when it comes from the husband. Okay. The woman is always trying to do things for you. She's always ready. She's always ready. Yeah. Trying to do things for you in the home, in the, you know, to make you feel that she's still with you, that she loves you. But if the initiative comes from the husband, it is to try and revive the love that is going down in that family, it becomes very effective. So they have to work on it, and the husband has got to take the initiative.
Sensei, she has asked, what sustains a marriage? So as you answer her, you can also let us know what sustains a marriage. But yeah, what she's asking.
Yeah, she's asking. And one of the things I want to say, there are 2 things that come out clearly from her comments. One, she gives the age difference, which I think is very significant for her. In terms of the age difference, it's probably that, you know, this guy is boring. Being 12 years older, I mean, shape up, huh? It means their recreational intimacy is down. They are not able to do stuff together that they should be. It also means sometimes when we talk about love, we talk about passion. And everybody wants to keep passion rolling in the relationship. It's worth noting that during your earlier years of dating, you're really hormone driven. I mean, the dopamines are so high, you are highly hormone driven. But when you settle down, you're no longer hormone driven.
Can I just hold you on that thought? Because
Please
there's a Lawrence who's dying to talk to us. Lawrence, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Lawrence, how are you doing?
I'm good.
All right. What is your question or comment?
Yes, I just want to ask about the relationship.
Please do.
Yeah, kuhusu hiyo jadala. Yeah, because I have a girlfriend.
Yes.
Of which tulimit naye kwa gari.
Okay.
Yeah, by then sikujua she was married.
Wow.
Yeah, so later on nikakuja nikagundua she was married. Yeah, so kugundua, and then she told me her story.
Yes.
Yeah, and he told me probably she's in love with me.
She's in love with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and she wants to quit her marriage.
Yes.
Because of me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Lawrence, how
yeah, how can it, because I am here, the husband doesn't love her anymore. Yeah, and they started from zero. So
okay.
I don't know. Yeah, so that's the question I want to ask, whether I can continue, whether I can continue loving her or I should quit.
Do you know anything about this marriage? For example, do they have kids together?
No.
How long have they been married?
Oh, 5 years.
5 years, eh?
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Lawrence, for your question.
Okay.
Tutakujibu tu shortly. But you were saying hormone-driven before we get to Lawrence.
Okay, hormone-driven. And so when that declines, you think we are not in love anymore, I'm not really feeling this person.
Yeah.
And yet, you're maturing.
Yeah.
The truth of the matter is, they have something good going, and that's why they came together, and that's why they are still together, and that's why she's seeking for support. It helps sometimes to do therapy session, so it's not enough just to be in your home and feeling this is not working.
By therapy, you mean seeing a psychologist?
Yes, seeing someone.
Okay.
Because maybe they have some sexual dysfunction.
Yes.
And 2, communication breakdown. And 3, misaligned values and expectations have not been met. So out of all those things, then you become resentful to your partner. So there is no way you can revamp romance or feelings of love when you are resentful. Finally, love is not a feeling. How I feel has nothing to do with my relationship with you. Marriage is a decision that you make cognitively, consciously. And every day you live intentionally. I made a commitment here. For better, for worse.
Yeah.
In sickness
and in
health. In romance and without romance.
Yeah.
And you just labor. It is called a labor of love.
Yes.
If you're not ready for a labor of love, then marriage is not for you. And marriage is not for everybody. And it is okay to choose to be single, although you really miss out on something, the benefits of love. And one of the things I want the viewers to know is that when you are thinking about marriage and relationships, it's not about what you're getting out of it. It's more what you're ready to give. It's a lot about what you're willing to sacrifice because you're leaving something. Your independence, you're leaving me, myself, and I. You are talking we. There's a lot that you're leaving behind. So in terms of preparing for marriage, I would say that it is a process that you begin to think about, I'm leaving this behind. And so what is important is to find a role model, somebody that can begin to say to Sharon, this is what marriage is all about. Because at Sharon's age, what she knows about what marriage is I will be happy, I will be loved, I can have, sex 24/7. I mean, it's going to be a blast. Everything is fantastic. Every young person looks at that side of things. But the truth of the matter is, that's not what it's all about. It's actually a stage in marriage. I mean, in life. It's a developmental stage where you are mature enough to stop being single, alone, and living for yourself,
right,
it is payback time for you to be responsible for a family, yes, and to raise children if God blesses you with them. And so now what your mother did, you also do.
Wow. Okay.
It's payback time.
Okay.
The romance is part of the journey, excuse me, yes, but it's up to you to create it. You know what we do mostly?
Yeah.
We are looking at the other person. Can't he think I need a touch? Can't he think I need to go for dinner? Can't
he think known.
He should know.
The languages of love.
Stretch out your hand. Okay. Let your partner know what is your love language, what you desire, how you like to be touched, when and at what time.
Yeah.
That's very important.
I want us, because we have literally 1 minute. Sharon, are you ready for marriage? Yes, no?
No.
No?
Still no. Still no, but I've learned a lot. I feel like I came here not even to whatever.
Contribute, but
to
listen, to learn.
To listen, to learn. Walisema leo nisi watch TV huko.
Napatia namba ya Jennifer to say. Percy, Lawrence, what God has put together, let no man put asunder. What do you have to say to him?
I think Lawrence is playing with fire. And when you begin to talk about stories of somebody's wife is in love with me, you are now playing at the edge of life and death.
Okay.
Because actually even the Bible says that a husband's jealousy will not be pursued by anything until he has repaid you for what you have done in that you have taken away his wife.
Say that again.
Where it says that even though you entreat him, his jealousy will not be removed.
Okay.
And I think he's playing with fire.
Okay.
Because what we are seeing in the country in the recent past of spouses harming each other, the basic story of almost every story is that I took her to school, she cheated on me. I committed myself to him, he went to another one. It's always infidelity.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You know what? I think that is a topic for another day. Your story, I am in love with someone else's wife or even husband. Do stand by because it's coming through. But ladies and gentlemen, of course, thank you very much. Always a pleasure to have you. In case you'd like to reach any of these people, kindly reach out to us. We shall share their contacts and let you know where to find them, where you can buy their books, and so on and so forth. However, I am joined by my co-host, Mr. Jeff Mote, and Madam Shiko Kaitani. Madam, mtu anasema amependa bibia wenyewe.
No, I have to agree with Percy on that one. Playing with fire.
Yeah?
You don't want to go down that road.
Jeff, you're married.
Again, I just said one thing. For this particular person, how many other women are single around this planet?
Yes.
Just love yourself, honor that institution, and maybe leave karma.
Yeah.
It will go around. When you even also look for yours, she'll be in love with another person. And that person will call into this show.
India kuna 1.6 billion. China kuna 1.8 billion. End of the word. All right, we do come to a close at this particular point. Thank you very much for all your comments and your questions. Again, Thursday coming up, we shall be talking probably about Lawrence and his
what to do in that
and
scenario.
what to do in that scenario exactly.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Asante sana. We say kwaheri. See you tomorrow bright and early. After this, we do have the daily brief.
The daily brief comes in from 9 Shiksha Aurora, Samuel Joroge, raring to go. All the breaking stories, of course, as we say every single day. If you want to be abreast of what's happening, it's only found right here, of course, right after us on the daily brief. Have a great day. Back tomorrow.
Huh?